Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Paul Pogba will leave Manchester United on a free transfer when his contract expires at the end of June, the club have confirmed. Juventus are close to signing Paul Pogba. Pogba has already endured one spell with Juventus. He endured 4 years with them. Paul Pogba is not available at the moment. He's been out with injury. Pogba is injury prone because he's endured a lot of injuries since he re-signed for Manchester United. Pogba endured 6 seasons at the club. He played over 200 games in all competitions. Pogba is Man United's most expensive signing because Manchester United paid £89 million for him. We had him when he was a lot younger under the Sir Alex Ferguson era, but we had to let him go due to limited appearances. So that's the news on Pogba. Now I want to give you some news on Jesse Lingard. Manchester United have confirmed that Jesse Lingard will be leaving this summer. Lingard's out of contract very soon. What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that window on, Charlie? Open it for a bit of fresh air.
It's open, yeah.
It's closed. It is opening for air, does that? I've put. That's all. Hello Zoe. How would I log into NIC for payslips, etc.? As I not created the account yet. Could you text me instructions, please? Thank you. Hi Alan, have you had an email to say you've got payslip?
Yeah.
No Zoe, only we don't get them till next week, Duck. So I will show you tomorrow. She's going to show me tomorrow. So I should receive an email next week, Zoe. And yes, I would appreciate that showing me tomorrow. Not always do you get an email. Not always do you get an email though. You just have to keep going on and checking normal. We get them sometime on a Thursday, so next Thursday you will probably get it, but I will show you tomorrow.
Alright, yeah.
Is that what I'll get, an email?
Yeah. They'll confirm it on an email, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Sorry about that, I was just doing something. Yeah, revert back to Lingard. Lingard is a squad player. He doesn't really get in the team. But Lingard has been part of the football club for a long time. He came up our academy. At one point he enjoyed a 4-month loan spell with West Ham and he made an impact. So that's the news on him. A lot of players are going to depart the club. It said 10 players are set to leave Manchester United. Dean Henderson, he's on his way out of the club. Dean Henderson is Man United's second choice keeper. You know, this season he only made 3 appearances. Henderson could be going to Newcastle. Tom Eaton, he's also on his way out of the club. Tom Eaton is our third choice goalkeeper. Man United got Tom Eaton on a free transfer from Aston Villa in the summer of last year. Alex Telles, he's another one that's on his way out of the club. Telles appeared to be our first choice left back when we had Rangnick. You know, Telles has been poor for the last few months. Jones and Bailly, they're on the way out of the club. Well, earlier on this year, Jones and Bailly told their teammates that they intend on leaving the club. Jones and Bailly don't really get in the team. They are backup centre-halves. Man United need to also get rid of Harry Maguire. He's not good enough to represent the club. Throughout the course of this season, a lot of Man United fans have been demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire. He's not a leader. Man United certainly overpaid for Maguire, got him for 80 million. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and he's the second most expensive signing at the club. Maguire's been at Man United for around 3 years. He was injured not so long ago. And Wan-Bissaka, he's also on his way out of the club as well. I heard that he could be making a return to Crystal Palace. Bissaka has endured 3 full seasons at the club. Man United got him from Crystal Palace back in the summer of 2019 in a deal worth 50 million. Most of the time he's good defensively, Bissaka, but the attacking side of his game is not so good. We know that Nemanja Matic is leaving. Revert back to earlier on this year. Matic announced he'll be leaving Manchester United despite having 12 months on his contract. Matic isn't one of Man United's first choice midfielders, but despite that, he's still being given his opportunities. Matic has been at Man United for around 5 years. Man United got him from Chelsea back in 2017 for 40 million. Martial, we'll be looking to get rid of him permanently. Martial was recently out on loan with Sevilla. Edison Cavani, I think he's already left the club. Not too sure where he's going. Cavani lost his place in the team, when Man United re-signed Ronaldo. Man United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Juan Mata, he's on his way out of the club. Juan Mata's out of contract very soon. Juan Mata has been a long-serving player at Man United. He's endured 9 seasons at the club, and he's had a good career at Manchester United. Mata is a squad player though, doesn't really get in the team. Man United got him from Chelsea back in 2014 for around 37.1 million. With add-ons it's 40 million. And next year, players will leave Manchester United. We've got a lot of players' contracts that do expire next year. Luke Shaw's contract expires next year. If Luke Shaw doesn't pick up form and he, doesn't stop picking up injuries, I think he could leave. We've got Diego Dalot, that's out of contracts next year. I think he'll leave next year. I think he'll stay for this year. Diego Dalot was our first choice right back when we had Ralph Rangnick. We've got David De Gea, that's out of contracts next year, but I don't think he'll leave next year. He will stay. This season De Gea was absolutely sensational. We've got Marcus Rashford, that's out of contracts next year. Rashford could leave next year if he doesn't stop getting injuries and he doesn't pick up form. Throughout the course of the season just gone, Rashford was very poor. He hasn't been the same player since he had that operation on his shoulder. He missed the final game against Palace due to illness. Cristiano Ronaldo's contract expires next year. I think Ronaldo could leave next year, but he won't leave this year because Ronaldo will want to play under Ten Hag. And Ronaldo's already said he wants to stay, and Ten Hag's already come out and said that he wants Cristiano Ronaldo to stay. Ronaldo missed the final game against Crystal Palace because he picked up a hip injury. Since Ronaldo re-signed for Manchester United, he's scored 18 goals in the Premier League. He's got 24 goals in all competitions. Man United re-signed Ronaldo in the summer of last year from Juventus. What?
Yeah, this is it, look.
What?
Zoe's just messaged me all that.
Yeah.
You were on there.
Yeah.
I've just done it, so we'll send you pictures. You go on NIC website and click on there where it says mine NIC. Right?
Yeah.
Mitre Finch, employee login, employee ID,
Yeah.
password, login.
Yeah.
Then put your employee's number in. Then you will have to
Yeah.
make a password up.
Yeah.
But if I remember right, when you first started, you should have got an email
Yeah.
with your one-time password.
Yeah.
Your employee number is the number they have given you, not your PIN number.
Right.
Your employee number.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Your employee number, yeah. Oh, here
I'll do it for
is.
you soon.
Employee, she's got it all for me.
Yeah.
Then when it lets you in, you click on that bird,
I'll do it for you
which
soon.
drops all these down.
Yeah.
Then click on pay slips. Then it takes you to this. You put your password in again.
Yeah. 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 Right. Do it soon.
Bev will be able to do this. Look, Peters will be able to do it.
Do it soon.
Then click on the year 2022. Sometimes it keeps taking you back to enter your password again. Just keep doing that till it lets you onto this. Yeah, she's giving it instructions. Oh, she's typing again now.
Yeah.
It'll be all there now, all my details, it'll be all there.
Yeah.
How do you get it up, that NIC?
Don't know.
It's all there.
I don't know.
Luke Peters will do it, he'll be able to sort it out.
I'll do it soon. Anyway, as it revert back to Ronaldo, yeah. You know, he has won over 30 trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. So there you go. As you all know, there's a lot of players that Erik ten Hag wants to recommend to the club. You know the news regarding Darwin Núñez. Man United are pursuing a deal for Benfica striker Darwin Núñez. Diogo said that Man United are very close to getting Darwin Núñez, and Romano said that Darwin Núñez will 100% leave Benfica this summer. Man United have been heavily linked with Frenkie de Jong. Fabrizio Romano said today that Man United have opened talks with Barcelona for Frenkie de Jong. Man United are willing to offer Frenkie de Jong £395,000 a week. That would make him one of the highest paid players. Frenkie de Jong bought a multi-million-pound home in Barcelona. That was according to reports in Spain. Frenkie de Jong recently told ESPN, "I'd prefer to stay at Barcelona." Ten Hag also wants to bring Jurrien Timber in. He wants Jurrien Timber as one of his first signings as the Manchester United manager. Man United recently begun talks with Ajax over defender Jurrien Timber. Ajax value him at 43 million. Erik ten Hag also wants to bring Antony in. Man United have been heavily linked with Pau Torres. Ten Hag's been interested in Lisandro Martinez. There's been a lot of narratives coming out regarding Ruben Neves recently. So there you go. Ten Hag's transfer budget has already been revealed. Mitchell van der Gag and Steve McLaren are working alongside Ten Hag at Manchester United. Ten Hag attended Manchester United's final game against Crystal Palace. Ten Hag is Manchester United's manager. Ten Hag did replace Ralph Rangnick. Ten Hag signed a 3-year contract with an option of a further year. Ten Hag is Manchester United's 5th permanent manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. It's good that he's experienced in the Premier League. Hopefully at Man United he can replicate what he did at Ajax. You've got to admire the work he did at Ajax. He won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. Ten Hag was the Ajax manager for around 5 years. Ralph Rangnick recently left Manchester United. Rangnick will not take up the consultancy role at Man United. Revert back to earlier on this year, it got officially announced that Ralph Rangnick got appointed in as the new manager of Austria. Ralph Rangnick signed a 2-year deal. Ralph Rangnick was Manchester United's interim manager for around 4 to 5 months. Rangnick only endured one transfer window as Man United's interim manager and unfortunately didn't get backed in this year's January transfer window. Revert back to earlier on this year though, when Rangnick was at Man United, he made changes because he recommended Ewan Sharping as an assistant coach and analyst. He also recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant coach and he recommended Saz Chalenzin as a sports psychologist. And before, Ralph Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Manchester United did lose their final game to Crystal Palace 1-0 at Selhurst Park, but despite that, Man United are still in the Europa League for next season. Man United finished 6th, the season just gone. Man United enjoyed their worst ever Premier League season in terms of points. Man United finished on just 58 points. Like I say, I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. We've got to get the Glazers out of Manchester United. They've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. United fans have been protesting against the Glazers, and like I've said so many times recently, the protesting will persist until the Glazers are out of the club. The Glazers have owned Manchester United for around 17 years. They bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. Revert back to earlier on this year, Matt Judge resigned. So reflecting on that, he'll not play a role in the summer transfer window. Matt Judge was at Man United for around 8 years. There's still rumours that Old Trafford could be demolished and Man United could build a new stadium. Man United have played in the same stadium for 112 years. Old Trafford is an old stadium, but it isn't a static stadium. It's got a capacity of around 76,000. It's the second biggest stadium in England. As things stand, Manchester United have not won a trophy for 5 years, nowhere near good enough to our standards. Man United have only won 4 trophies in the last 10 years. We won 3 trophies under Jose Mourinho and we won the FA Cup under Van Gaal. And the last time Man United won the Premier League was back in 2013. And in the last 10 years or so, Man United have spent over £1 billion. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless you all again very soon. Thanks for watching.